Hello everybody, Jared back again, and welcome to episode 1 on our new series of NHL 21 franchise mode, and welcome to your Vancouver Canucks. Alright guys, hope you're as excited about this as I am. I've been playing NHL for years, massive hockey fan and massive Canuck fan, so I figured it was only right to start with them and not start with my own generated team. We may very well, if this series goes well, start with our own unique team and unique franchise team, probably the Wizards. Let's just be real. But for the first series, I wanted to start as Vancouver because that is my favorite team, the team I know the best. Let's just do it. Okay, so before we actually start things out, I want to go over kind of the rules and the settings of the franchise mode. Let's just go over to settings here. We're going to be doing a pretty standard thing. Going over the rules, I have injuries are on, but they are low. I think one of the ones we need in here. We always have both NHL and minor injuries set to fully healed, so we don't have them playing injured, which always sucks. We're going to have auto rotating on. The one thing I really wanted to show down here is there is these new settings on 21, which is quality of draft classes. So I put that up to high. Same with generated prospect quality, and sim engine shot frequency, I believe, is also a new setting. So having that high means they should have a little bit more natural shot amounts. I've only simmed about one season by myself, and it does seem to be working fairly well for more accurate shot amounts. I also have trade difficulty set on high. So I think that is the major ones on here. The only other one I would say is I have set injuries down. You have to do this every single year. It starts out at 50%, and then your players just get injured every couple seconds. So I'm going to try it at 15%. I think you just need CPU. Human would only be if you were actually playing games, which I doubt we will be doing. So let's go on with this. So let's go check our lineup, guys. So before I started, I did do a quick update to our lines just to have what I actually want in here. Now you will notice there is probably a slight difference in the ratings. I've only edited a small amount just so that it's a little bit more realistic. Like Pettersson, I've made into a medium franchise. Obviously, the fact they make him a high elite is criminal. Pettersson is probably the best under 22 player in the league, probably under 20. Yeah, under 22. He's amazing. He's going to be a franchise player for the Canucks. Hopefully only the Canucks for his entire career. Who else did I edit? I edited Virtanen just a little bit. They underestimated his speed a wee bit. Gaudette, I believe, is an 80. I made him an 81. Sutter, I think, is a 79. Just a few updates. I have updated a bunch of other people in the league. Just a little touches up here and there. Obviously, it's most of the Canucks. I know them the best, but I do know every other team quite well, so I've done a few edits. We'll see those as we go along. And I have created Podkozen, who is our first-round pick from last year, who is not in the game, but he is a star doing crazy things. Actually, they've been underutilizing him hard in the KHL, but he's still crazy awesome. They love him. They were saying he was like... Someone said he was like McDavid in like a Russian newspaper, and he was like, I'm not like McDavid, but thank you very much. But they really do love him in Russia, even though they're not using him very well. They definitely underutilize players they think they're going to lose in the KHL, which sucks. Here's our defensive core. Tyler Myers is an 83, is a little bit overrated. Probably should have downgraded him to an 82, but is what it is. I have Ulevy up here, and I have Rafferty up here. I think I bumped up Rafferty a little bit. I think they had him a little bit underrated too. He's going to be my my seventh defenseman. He's going to be my 7th D. He's pretty good. His defensive awareness could definitely use some... he's probably not the best person for me to using as depth, but for right now this year, I kind of want to go fairly realistic and actually have our actual crew. Although first things first, I do want to get a partner for Ulevy, who is our first round draft pick from 2015. I think a 79 overall is actually a good rating for him. I think he showed off some decent talent last year in his little bit he played, and I think he still has a career with us. Even though everybody thinks he's a bust, definitely not a bust. In goal, we have Hopi and Demko. I have bumped up Demko a little bit. Like, if they are giving Shesterkin an 86 overall after playing 10 games in the NHL, and they were giving Demko an 81, That is BS. Demko is already a starter goalie, even though he was behind Markstrom. And I think that's completely fair, but I think he deserves an 83, 84 overall. And he's kind of borderlining riding that wave. Also, I think that in real life, goalies have a slightly later peak in their potential. So like a goalie will keep getting better until they're like 26, 27. They're really going to peak 26, 27, whereas a forward defense 24, 25. And they don't calculate that in the NHL games. So like he only has 2 more years left of growing in game. And I think he's going to become an elite in this game. So hopefully he gets there. But that also means I want to give him starting minutes for at least part of this season. And Hopi also probably a little bit overrated in this game. 88 is probably a little higher for Hopi, but I think he did just have an off year last year. He is still absolutely a starting goalie. It is a great pickup in real life for the Canucks. We are going to absolutely destroy in net with this tandem. Hopefully, obviously, on the contract they signed, he will be available to the Seattle Kraken. So hopefully we keep Demko. We'll see. Maybe Hopi kills it. I don't want to keep Hopi. Demko is the goalie of the future. Okay, let's stop that. On Scratched, I have Eriksson and Ferland. I'm going to probably trade Ferland. I probably should have tanked Ferland's stats because it's quite doubtful that he's actually going to ever play hockey again, which sucks. I love Ferland. And let me know, guys. I'm probably going to hold on to Ferland as depth this year, possibly. But let me know if you either want me to, if I do trade him, I can go back and get him just to be a little more realistic, or not trade him at all and bury him in the AHL just so that other teams don't have him, because he is awesome. I think he's a great player. He has great defensive awareness. His physical category is insane. But in real life, he is dealing with concussion syndromes. I also boosted Eriksson a little bit because the team, the game had him at 76. And I understand Louis is not the highest rated player in the world. And his contract is absolutely atrocious. But my coach loves Louis, apparently. Look at this. Look at this line. Oh, wow. I actually might want to get Louis in there somewhere. But he's definitely better than that. He is still absolutely a NHL caliber player. Let's see if I can get Louis in here. Will that screw everything up? It does a little bit. I mean, I kind of like all the plus ones I have here. You know what, Roussel? Let's throw in a grinder in there. Makes sense. If I did that, nope, that would also screw it up. Okay, let's actually look at my lineup here, guys. So we have the Lotto line, which for you Americans or Europeans, that means 649 is a lottery company, a lottery game in Canada. So 649, that's why they're the Lotto line. Pearson, Horvat, and Virtanen, which is probably what we're going to be going for this season in real life if we do not get Hoffman. And then Gaudette, McHugh, Roussel, Mott, Sutter, and I have Podkolzin up here. Now, he is set as a fourth liner. We're obviously not going to be able to get Podkolzin this year. In that sense, I wonder what would happen if... Okay, what do you play, Mott? You play center and left wing. Center and right wing. I'm just wondering if I put Eriksson here, just for some realism, and then I put Podkolzin down in the AHL. I think I'm going to do that. Just for realism, because we're actually not allowed to have Podkolzin this year. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to options. Let's go to roster moves. We're going to send Podkolzin down to the AHL and go from there. So let's just go get him all the way down here. Podkolzin, you, my friend, are being sent down. Confirm. Please and thank you. And so what do we need to do before we actually start this season? I'm going to try and send out a contract both to Pettersson and Hughes, because I want to get those guys locked in for next year as soon as possible. And then we got to make up some cap room. And we have a few players that I just want to get off this team that are soaking up a massive amount of space in our lineup. I think we're actually over the cap floor at the moment as well. Let's see. Salary cap projected spent. Oh no, we do still have some cap room, which is actually incorrect. I didn't change this, but where are you, my friend? Virtanen. First, I must have done this when I first started just so that it wouldn't mess with things, but he actually deserves a contract this year. So we're going to have to give him a contract soon. And then, so that's part of the thing that's wrong. I did fix the Gaudette contract. He signed on Monday for this amount. So that's great. But let's see what we can get both Quinn Hughes and PD for. 6 years at 7 points. Good Lord. Seriously, dude? Yeah. I'm absolutely gonna go for this. I'm gonna show you. We're gonna do the 85% contract way. So if in the season, this is technically a season, you can kind of do this 85% rule. So if you do 7.6 times 0.85, it would be 6.5. We might be able to get him for 6.5 for 6 years. Let's see what he says for it. That would be a insane contract for Quinn Hughes and Elias Pettersson. Let's see what you want, my friend. 8.25 for 4. What happens if we go up? It goes up pretty steep. Going down doesn't save us anything. So we're going to try this. So what is 8 point? I'm just going to say 8.25 times 0.85 is 7.125. So we're going to try and get him for 7.2 for 4 years. Also a bit of a steal. I bet we can do... Let's try and say we'll give him the lowest amount that we can. Technically, that is. I mean, I'm going to try it. If he says no, he says no. So let's offer those two. So there's our two offers, and our other big offer is going to have to be to Thatcher here, and he wants 1 year at 5. Does he want to come back? He does. Okay, so he bumps up quickly. So I'm going to try him at. I'm just going to eyeball this. 1 at 4.5. Do I want to eyeball it? Just a second here. 4.25 times 0.85 is actually 4.5. It's going to get it. So we're going to try that, and then we'll have to play hardball with him next year. All right, let's see where that sits us then. And before we even jump into anything, let's see if we can trade off some of these contracts. There's some of them we will not be able to trade, such as Louis Eriksson. I'm just holding on to Louis. Louis is what he is. We're going to hold on to him. Hoglander, I did bump up a little bit as well. I think he's rated 70 in the game, but Niels Hoglander is just absolutely on fire. He is amazing. He did one of those lacrosse style goals. I think he did it twice last year, actually. Either once or twice. Insane talent, that guy. We do have Jet Wu, who, he is in the Gus Good. And here is our pick from this year. Hopefully, Germo will do well. What was I trying to get out of here? Furland. Right, we were going to discuss whether Furland was staying or going. Beagle. So I do really like Beagle, but I'm not going to be using him. He has 2 years left at $3 million. We're going to see if anybody wants this contract. Boston does, and they have the cap space for it, and it's into a different division. You can absolutely have Beagle. Let's see if we can get ourselves a draft pick. Our draft, the first draft is always garbage. So I'm going to see if they will give me, will you give me a 5? They actually really like him. Let's see if they'll give me a 3 from 2 years from now. I highly doubt they will. Really? Beagle for a 3? Are you serious? We also have Hawkroluk. I just threw him over. I actually have not looked at him. We should look at that before we go too far. All right, who else did I want to get out of here? I am using Russell. I was considering getting Russell out of here. Let's actually just look at contracts here and sort by that. So we have... I can try and see if anybody will get rid of Eriksson. It just does not seem like it would be a realistic... Berchi. Here is the other person I want to get rid of. I could, I'm not going to get rid of both of them. I could send him back to the Flames. It'd be the same division. Let's try it to Carolina again. Let's get rid of things to different divisions here, so we don't have to play them constantly. All right, let's see if we can do the same thing. Will you guys give us a 3 for Berchi? No, absolutely not. Nah. Okay, well, let's try for a 4 then. Again, well, I mean... we could get a few more for this year, but yeah, I really just don't think there's... Our scouts are going to be trash. Yeah, let's do it for future years. Let's see if we can get a 5 for next year. Nope. Sven is great, guys. What are you talking about? He'd be an amazing third line scorer. Trying to tell me he's not worth it. Man. Not compared to what you guys are. Well, you at least give me a 7 for him? How about 2 7s? Just 1 7? Really? They really don't want to do anything here. Well, how about the Flames? Do you guys like him a little more? I can always hold on to some salary if we need to. Okay, you know what? This is for 1 year remaining. I mean, he could also just play out his season down there. We don't actually need the cap room this year. Although, oh no, you know what? Yeah, we've made ourselves some cap room. I wanted to sign a free agent. Was the main reason I was making cap room. And we are going to be trading Hopi at some point this year. I want to see who's doing poorly so we can get as good a first as we can. But I want to get somebody to play with Yo Levy. So we're going to go to free agents and see if the big boy that I'm looking for is here. Looks like Tyler Bertuzzi's out there. Oh, but he's probably restricted, isn't he? Yeah, look at all these restricted. Matt Barzell, Dylan Strome. Can't do any of you guys. All right, let's do overalls. Bufflin should not be there. I don't think. And I don't think I'm going to go for him. No, I'm going to say that he really shouldn't be there. Mike Hoffman, that would be a realistic attempt to go for Mike Hoffman. He doesn't want a lot of money, actually. Interesting. That way we could send Virtanen 1 point down. That would make a lot of sense. But what I'm really looking for, 3 years, Pollock, you're a restricted free agent though, so I can't go for you. Mike Hoffman would be an interesting is Zdeno Chara. Offer contract. I want Zdeno Chara. Wouldn't it be hilarious? Let's offer him 1 year. Anybody else? No other teams are interested. So let's offer 1 year at 3.75. You know what? Just to make sure we get him, let's offer 1 year at $4 million. There you go, my friend. Hopefully you'll get back to me. Now, here's the question. Do I want to go for Hoffman? I mean, left or right, he would be an amazing person to have on that line with Horvat and Pearson. It would send Virtanen down. I kind of want to try Virtanen on that line. He wants 1 year. I mean, it could just be, I'm going to try it. It could be if he comes here for 3.5, I'll take you. 3.75 just to make sure we get him. And he could just be some draft bait. We can trade him at the draft, depending on how well we're doing. And I think those are the two guys that are not even RFAs. We got both the top non-RFAs. Well, there is Bufflin, but I think Bufflin shouldn't even be here. And he's going to drop off fairly quickly. I mean, not like Chara isn't. I think Chara is going to be amazing for us. All right, let's see if we can get those guys. Let's also DiPietro. You ain't touching my DiPietro. Let's go get all these things off the block here. Who do we got on here? Right, I wanted to see how this guy was. Hokraluk? I've never tried to pronounce his name before. Let's just get everything out of here so they stop asking us about it. And then I think EA is doing that stupid thing where they are like resetting this like moments after you take it all away. In fact, I think it just did that. Is it resetting it again right away? Oh, I did it on there. I'm pretty sure I did. I took these away, didn't I? Are you guys actually clean now? We're clean. We'll see how long it actually stays clean. Salary cap is not going up. Cool. Let's keep advancing days here to see who we can get. We're actually already in the preseason, and Bo Horvat's doing awesome, I guess. I guess I could be... Thatcher Demko is easy decision. Chara's here. Great. Let's see if we can get Hoffman before I shove anybody in. Pedersen's here. Quinn Hughes is here. And is that... Yeah, it's Ottawa. Hoffman has decided to go back to the Ottawa Senators. Hilarious. Okay, let's go to edit lines and get Chara in here for us. So... Also, I'm loving the fact that we're getting +1s on each of these lines. I did mess around a little bit to see if I could get better chemistry, but it did seem like that was the best. What are you even saying? You are saying you are a third line scorer, so he isn't going to get the best. Pearson, is second line. Are you guys all saying your first line? Let's just see if we're... Yeah, cool. First line, probably one of the best first lines in the NHL, to be completely honest. Did Chara go straight here? Let's see. He did not. Okay, let's go to movements. I am going to send Ferland down to the AHL. It's going to be a bit weird, but oh, wrong button there. I want to go to options, and let's go to roster moves. Bring up Chara. Send down. I also need some. Let's do it this way. Nope. Wrong stick. McEwen's already being used. Oh, right. Rafty is going to be my right. So I want Ferland. Although, it's still preseason. I'm pretty sure I can send him down. Okay, cool. I'm hoping. I'm pretty sure that's the way that works. Shows you how much I know. I was. Oh, right, Berchi. What are you, Mr. Bailey? You're a fourth line. How is your defense? Defensive awareness 1. I mean, he's not terrible. Got okay stick checking. Is there somebody better? Oh, I have Jordy Ben. That's the other person I wanted to trade. Yeah, we're going to go get rid of Jordy Ben as well. Podkozen, I wanted to leave down there. I mean, Berchi, your role is as a depth forward. So you know what? I'm going to bring up... Just a second. No, I want both of these guys. Both of you are coming up. It seems like no waivers. That's great. Let's go edit lines. So you are all good. Berchi is my depth, and Rafferty, you are also my depth, my friend. I want scratched. Yes, I'm aware. So you play left or right. You play left or right. I mean, we are getting... I don't want to be sending... Oh, no, but I wanted to see if I could do... Okay, just a second. If I did... No, the big boys together don't get us 3s. Okay, fine. There we go. And Edler and to there, and then Chara, and so you guys aren't huge fans of each other, and you guys still aren't huge fans. Well, I'm a little bit less concerned about Chara losing it, although I mean that's +1/+1, but that would mean Schmidt is on this. I think you, Levy. I think that you're just gonna have to suck it up. You're still a roll of top 6, so you should be doing fine. You got the big old Zodino there to help you out. Should be fine. Okay. And if I looked at Scratch, that would now have Berchi and Rafferty. Beautiful. Doing just beautiful. All right. Oh no, back to edit lines. That means somebody is upset here. Who's upset? Who needs to go in here? Mr. Ferland. Sub in all lines. There you go. Hoglander, I know you should be a scorer. You say you're left wing. Ferland is left or right. You know what? Bailey's going to go over here. Hoglander's going to go over there. Bailey is only a right wing. You're only a right wing. You're a right wing center. Well, you know what, Justin Bailey, you're going to just do what you got to do. Perron, you're a left wing. How about if we do that? There we go. Now Bailey's been a little bit drowned down there, but that's okay. Let's actually make that top line awesome. Ferland, I don't particularly care, my friend. I'm very sorry about that. I want to get Cole Lind here. Oh, he's actually already set as a fourth line. I'm sorry, buddy. You're going to have to live it out down there for a while. I know it's been forever, guys. We have not even got to simming here. I wanted to know if Jet Wu is actually here. Jordy Ben is there. Who's scratched? Get Jet Wu in here immediately. You are both right and left. Can I get him? Let's do that. Because Jet Wu is a stud, and we want to make sure he gets that time. Okay, now we can actually get sitting. I know I have... No, we're not. I'm sorry, guys. This is a giant episode full of getting these things all ready. That's fine. I want to get Jordy Ben out of here. Love the dude. Jordy Ben is amazing. Let's just get him out of here, though. He's just worth a little bit too much money. Where are you, my friend? All the way down here. Ben, he's my lowest rated defenseman. Who wants him? Let's find a new target. You know what? Chicago... You can have him. Let's get some draft picks for him. Will you give me a 4 for next year? I doubt it, but I can try. Come on, do better the thing. How about 5? Will you give me a 5? Really? Not even a 7? I mean, again, he's just kind of keeping me on the floor there, but. Can I retain? I mean, I want to get something for him. Accepted. Cool. There you go. Bye, Jordy. Have a good life. Braden doesn't like it, but that's fine. Let's get ourselves over to the NHL there and continue on. Looks like Bo is having a good preseason. All right, I want to get at least to the... Let's get all the way up here. I want to get to the trade deadline if I can. In this episode, we'll see if we can simulate up to this day. Hopefully we don't get hit by an injury bug. How are we going to do in this preseason? 2-2. I mean, never actually look at the preseason. Oh, before I go anywhere else, actually, I need to go. Would you like to go assign your pros? I would like to do that, actually. I have not gone and collected my other scouts. I was going to do this before we even started, but I totally forgot. Assign scouts. Obviously, in this first year, there's really just nothing we can do. There's very, very little. But I do want to get rid of both of these guys. D's and E's, I'm not doing. I'm not okay with it. So let's fire you. So it's going to tell us what we need, actually. So I'm not going to be too concerned. Get rid of you two, and let's just hire 5 scouts if we can. If there's awesome scouts, I can fire some more, but I doubt there's going to be. Yeah, a bunch of C's. So what do I need? I need Russia. There's a C for us. Let's just offer him a little bit more so he actually comes. They come anyway, but Europe. So I can get you. I know I got rid of a Q. Yeah, let's get rid of a Q here. Because I'm keeping Fog of War off, I don't know if I showed that or not. Fog of War is being extremely weird right now. I'm actually going to... No, I have 2 Nordics. Do I have... Okay, yeah. Yeah, so Fog of War is being pretty silly at the moment, unfortunately. It's showing, from what I can see in a few of the different episodes of the different series I've been watching, like Sin for the most part, it's showing the potential, the value of players really, really weird, even when they're fully scouted. And I'm not a huge fan of that. So how many do I have offered right now? 4, and I can fit 5. Let's do another Q, I guess. Or do I want to do another O? I have 1 Russia. Russia is massive. Is there another Russia somewhere in the C range? Yes. Okay, let's do another one of you guys. Obviously, as the years go on, we should be able to get better and better scouts there, but that should be enough. That'll be enough to get going. And then I'm just going to have auto, and then whenever they ask me to scout, I will scout. This first year is always trash garbage, which is why I was not looking for any picks in this first draft. All right, so we're getting these scouts here. Willing to accept. You're accepting my offer. Nice to see. We're probably going to get a few more in a second here. He's going to accept. And 1 more. Yeah, all the scouts. And they are on auto assign. Oh, so when I switched him, I totally forgot about him right now. So when I switched him over, oh, it must have had him as an RFA? Or are you? Yeah. Interesting. All right, I'm going to go see what he looks like in a moment. I'm going to get to the... Well, you know what? Just so that he's not... Ooh, Honka. Let's go look at... He's not terrible, is he? He's a pretty young D guy. what does your stats look like? Not bad puck skills, pretty decent shot blocking and stick checking, not great defensive awareness, but there is a chance that, you know what, I'm going to claim you. Sure. It's not terrible. Not terrible at all. We can go their views, their latest draft class. We can go look at it. So I'm assuming that we're going to make the playoffs this year. So we already know. Oh, I made Luke Hughes. So tanking for Luke Hughes is a thing. I would not mind our Braden Hope being the way we get Luke Hughes. If we could have the Hughes brothers playing together, that would be crazy. Would it not be crazy? So we know nothing about him. We know he's there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to start scouting out here. So you just go to Scout Player, go down to Playing Style, and go all the way over to Potential and Comparison. And let's just get a few of these scouted. I don't want to do too crazy here. Maybe off screen, I'll go through this and just go through it all. But let's get a few of these. And let's just, you know what, I'm just going to say. We've starred those guys. Let me know what they look like. I'm going to go through this in the next one. We're going to let Auto Scout do its thing. But let's see if actually Auto Scout has gotten anything at all. Have you guys even found anybody? Yeah, you have. I'm a little bit, not much though. I'm a little bit cautious about thinking there was going to be those guys in that realm. But you know what? We'll see what we can do here. Apparently there's no one that can scout these guys. Really? This is what you want to tell me, is it? Or is it because they're already being scouted? No, it's not what it's saying. Fine, whatever. You guys do you. 8-3. Nice. 4-1. Yeah, look at these knuckleheads go. Bo Horvat. Oh, apparently got himself a little injury. Captain Bo, you're not allowed to get injured. That's an order, bro. No injuries to you. All right, what do we got? Nice. And apparently Brandon got himself hurt there as well. Nice. And 9-5. 9-5 win ratio. No overtime losses. And we have 70% locker room chemistry, which is awesome. Let's take a look at our stats here. Looks like we are, I think it was 14 games in, right? Yeah, 14 games in. Let's take a look at our team stats. We are winning the Pacific. We have 2 games in hand on 2 games ahead of the Vegas. They have 2 games in hand. 0.64%. We have a 3.64 goals for, which is amazing, and sub 3 goals against, which is also amazing. Our goalies are doing fantastic compared to the rest of the division. 24.4 PK, nice. Not good PK. PP 24, PK 77.8. Love to have above 80. Home and away, both are doing fine. Last 8-2 in the last 10. Woo! All right, let's take a look at what we got in our players here. So both Petey and Quinn Hughes are point per game. Petey's above point per game. Bo Horvat doing great with 13. Tanner's doing great. I'm saying they're falling behind JT Miller and Brock Besser, but 12 out of 14, 11 out of 14, not bad. And God, that's murdering it. That third line's doing fire right now. Not bad at all. Ulevi's got 4 points. Tyler's got 4 points. Louis Erickson's got 2 points. Chara sitting there with those good 2 points. You're doing awesome, my friend. All right, let's see what our goalies are doing. 5-11. That's actually a pretty good split. And Demko is shutting it down. Love to see it. All right, let's go see. What am I looking at here, guys? Oh, right. I wanted to see. A little bit of a lag there. Super lag. Is anybody growing any growing that I can actually visually see? Not off the first glance. Let's just see if Demko's still there. We can just go look at progress reports, but we're probably not going to see much in the first little few games there. We have no. Oh, right. I wanted to see in Scratched. Are you down here, my friend? Podkozen is Scratched. No. It was this guy that I wanted to see. Depth forward. What are your stats like, my friend? Offensive awareness is 83. Defensive awareness is 81. So he's not amazing, but I want him playing anyway. Let's, we need to get both Podkozen and Hawkreluk. I'm going to need to watch a a video to see what they're actually calling in there. Okay, who do we need to get in here, and who do we want out? Perron, you are out in favor of Hawkroluck. He's a center right wing. Ferland, what are you? He looks like you will play with him, sort of. There we go. And Bailey, let's get rid of this dude for Podkozen. And Podkozen, you can go up here. In fact, would you do better here? You know what? You will. Look at these two lines. Do you do left, right, left wing, right wing? Unfortunately, you can't change. Look at these first two lines. So that's pretty crazy. Unfortunately, you cannot change there. Jonah Gadjevich. I think he's underrated too. Fortunately, you can't change their positions anymore or their player type, which you were able to do in 20, which sucks. But this is the way that it is. Hopefully, we're still fine on defense. Jet Wu's still there. Perfect. All right, let's keep going here. See if we can get to the trade deadline in the next few minutes here, where I can end the episode. Try to keep these episodes 45 minutes abouts. Gotta get out of the AHL. All right, let's get ourselves to the 30th, see where we're at. I like to go month by month. Tevez is losing some morale, 6-3 loss. I'm feeling like the Canucks should be comfortably in the playoffs. I'm not going to put too much pressure on them. If we lose somebody, we lose somebody. We lose Austin Sautner. I guess, did I just replace him? I must have just replaced him. Oh, well. I don't mind if he gets just somebody else shoved in there. It's going to be a weaker draft. Well, beautiful, I guess. Tanner Pearson's been injured with an injured knee. It's only to the 20th. We're not going to lose him for very long at all. So let's just throw in Berchi. Sub on all lines. Go for it, buddy. We keep our +1 overall. He gets to be reunited with Bo for a few games. I'm sure that makes him happy. Utica player Justin Bailey's been injured with a concussion. Man, we're having a few people. You know what? I'm also going to have him just be replaced. And Austin Schottner is back. Where are you? You were in defense. Who did we have in your place? Chatfield? Honka. Oh, right, I got Honka. Okay, you know what? We don't have a bad defensive core here. Who's the oldest here? I mean, Chatfield has some... Where are you? Oh, left defense. That's why. Sautner. I like Sautner, so that's why I want to keep him in there. He is 26, though. I mean, we could probably get rid of a few of these guys. I think I'm probably just going to trade Honka for just maybe a pick. We'll see. I picked him up because he's not bad depth, to be completely honest. Edit lines. Thatcher, he's gaining because of ice time, and he's losing morale due to recent games, I guess. What are you looking like? Yeah, he has gone down, but he's been playing 10 games. 10 games is a good amount for him. His goals against is still under 3, so I'm hoping he's going to hold out there. Oh, that was the game he just lost. Yeah. Justin Bailey. Do I care about having Justin Bailey down there? I mean, I want Gadjevich. It was instead of Perron, and I don't really care about Perron, but I want these guys to do well. The 1 overall sucks. Right wing, left wing, white wing, left wing, white wing. If I could do that, right wing, center, right wing. You're playing on your off wing, Bailey, but at least we have no minuses. Sorry for the giant swallowing noise right there, guys. Actually, you know what? During this little thing, I'm going to take a sip of water, see if nothing else big happens. Alex Edler is fully healed. Well, thanks, Alex. Nice shutout. Wonder who that was. Oh, 2 shutouts in a row. Look at our goalies. That was a nice stretch of 5 games there. A one goal game, 3 goal, 2, and then 2 shutouts. Absolutely love it. 17, 11, and 0. Them Johnny Canucks are doing real well. Look at Petey. Good Lord. And we are standing on top of the division. The Sharks are having a good year. The Ducks are having a good year. I don't know about that. I mean, the Kings, the Coyotes, and the Flames down there makes a lot of sense. The Golden Knights at 21 points makes 0 sense. But it is what it is. Let's take a quick look at our team stats. I don't want to do this every single time, but just keeping it above 3.5 and below 3 is where I want to do. If I can get to this to 4, 3.79 is a great goals for average. And I mean, 2.5 is where I'd love to have it, but if I keep it below 3, we're in a good spot. Still at 25% for our power play. 73.7. In fact, I haven't even touched our power play. We should go in there and see what those look like. But first, let's see how Petey has been dishing that puck. Bo Horvat is holding his own on that second line. Brock has been receiving those PD passes left, right, and center too. And JT has also been putting those in. And Quinn Hughes is having a great season. So is Jake Virtanen. I might want to go offer Jake a contract right now. In fact, I do want to offer him. I know I didn't. No, we need to go back in. I got distracted, guys. I wanted to go offer Jake a contract. Let's see how Ross is doing. Gaudette's doing well. If we can offer him a contract, that will do good as well. Ulevi's doing okay. Erickson, I mean, I don't particularly care, my friend. And Berchi got a goal. Good job, Berchi. Let's take a look at our goalies. 20 and 11, not a bad split. It looks like Demko has been he had one of those shutouts, so that's great. Holtby isn't doing fantastic. I'm hoping that he isn't losing morale. Let's take a look to see if he is losing morale for his play. He should be playing a lot better than that. Before I do that, I want to do contracts. So let's see if we can get some beneficial contracts. It does look like Edler wants back, but I'm going to have more money to spend on some of my young dudes here. So, Yul Levy, what are you going to want? Excuse me, bro? You're a 79 overall. I'm not going to do that right now. Who is it that I need back? Don't I need Virtanen back? There he is. You're not letting me offer these two because they're restricted next year. Is that why? Well, what does Tanner want? 5 mil? Good Lord. What about you, my friend? 4.1. I can get you down, which would save some money. We are going to see where everybody is at next year. Yeah, I guess we're going to have to wait until closer to the deadline, I guess. I mean, having both Quinn and Petey done is great. So we're going to be fine for the next few years. I'm probably going to want one of Edler or Chara back. Pearson not wanting to come back. Hopefully that'll change over the course of the year. I wouldn't mind having him back at a similar-esque contract. Tyler Mott. Oh, right. He did sign that contract, which is a steal of a bargain for Tyler Mott. Tyler Mott's amazing. Looks like Brendan Sutter does not want back, but if he did want back. I'd love to wait till he does want to come back though, because getting our fourth line center down, he is amazing. I think the only thing I touched on his overall was making his face-offs better, because he is a bit of a face-off specialist. But as a third or fourth line guy, Brendan Sutter's amazing. He's a little bit overpaid, but for the most part, he's still absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, he might get bought out this year. Bought out. Both fortunately and fortunately. Okay, let's get ourselves a little bit closer to that trade deadline, and then I'm going to take a look at the. Let's get at least to here. Then I'm going to take a look at progress reports, and we will call it. And I may leave the episode there and call on you guys to let me know what I should do. I could hold on to Hopi, depending on his. Oh, I should have gone to the. Oh, apparently, Yul Levy got himself injured there. I could trade Hopi at the trade deadline, or I could trade him at the draft. It might be smarter to trade him at the draft, but that does mean that is more of a year where Thatcher does not get more playing time. And I wouldn't mind Thatcher, a 9-3 win. I wouldn't mind Thatcher getting a solid 40 games played this year. Would not be a bad thing. 23, 13, and 2. Still doing pretty good. Still at the top of that league. Nate Prosser, I don't know anything about you, my friend. You're another D-man. You're 34 years old. I don't need you. No. Don't need you at all. All right, we are at the midpoint in the season. See what we're going to get to here. 7-2 win. Beautiful. That 6-2 loss was not great. Another good win there. We're still absolutely murdering it. Do you have... Oh, man, look at Petey go. Petey, 40 assists in 42 games. Just dishing it. 72 overall. Love to see it. JT's been putting them in. So is Brock. Bo Horvat is still a point per game with Pearson and Virtanen on his wings. Virtanen's about to hit that 20-goal mark. Are we at a point where I can offer those guys? I don't know what is stopping me from being able to offer Virtanen those contracts and whatnot. If you guys know the answer to that, I would love to hear below. Okay, now I can. I wonder if it just had to be in the new year. So what do you want, my friend? You want a 1 year at... Ask what? You're asking 9.775. What are you talking about? And you're asking for 5.2. Something weird is happening there. God, I think they're having stat growth. They have to be having stat growth. That cannot be right. That's insane. God, is a top 9. Okay, EP. Let's take a look at what you've got here. Is this all natural? Shots getting better. Faceoff's not getting better. Fine. Defensive awareness is getting better. Everything else is getting... Man, look at you go, my friend. Brock Besser, is this natural? Yeah. Shot blocking, stick checking. Aggressive body checking. All this defensive stuff's getting better. That's kind of cool. Let's see everybody here. Annual levy. Yeah. Yep. Nice. Looks like we did not get anything for Demko, though, which is unfortunate. In the system, let's see what we got. Yoni Yarmo is doing good. He's getting himself some puck skills, shots. Defensive awareness did not go up, which is unfortunate, but it's doing okay. Keppinen is growing slowly. He's only a top 9, so it's not the biggest thing in the world. Jet Wu is doing well, 71 overall. You getting good things growing? Shot blocking, I mean, that's some morale growth. Yeah, weird. I need to go see... I mean, yeah, Podkolzin is not growing, unfortunately. In the NHL, why is Virtanen on 83 now? Morale growth, okay. But it's only to his defensive awareness and his... Oh, both his awarenesses went up. That's why. That is why. Okay. But I mean, that is ridiculous, the kind of contracts they were asking there. I'm probably going to have to do a pretty decent sized trade. I mean, we're going to be not having Hopi. Let's take a look at what Holtby's, before I head away here, let's take a look at what Holtby's trade value is here. We have a huge amount of value. Massive value. So, yeah, Gaudette, that's crazy. He's a high top 9. I have Fog of War off. I mean, one of these two could be trade bait. The fact that Smith has that much trade value is also interesting. I understand these guys. This all makes sense to me. I mean, the Horvat's a little bit crazy. In fact, all of them are a little bit crazy. But it gets a little bit weird. Like the fact that Nils Hoglander is half the trade value of a Gaudette doesn't seem right to me at all. Okay, let's take a look at goalies here before we head away. Okay, he still has a decent amount of trade value. Why does DiPietro have 0 trade value? I do not know. Game is being very weird, but I'm going to leave it there. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts. Should I trade Hopi now or closer to the trade deadline? Do you guys have any idea what's happening with those guys? I actually didn't see what Ulevy was asking for, did I? Oh, no, I did. Never mind. Yes, I did. He was asking for $5 million, wasn't he? Yeah, let me know what you guys think I should do with my young guns there. Should I trade either Gaudette or Virtanen? Should I keep playing on a little bit and see if they kind of level out a little bit and that whole insanely high trade value hopefully doesn't bite us in the butt? We can always tender both of those guys next year if I'm not incorrect. Maybe not Virtanen, but definitely Gaudette. So let me know in the comments down below, guys, and I will see you guys in the next episode of NHL 21 Franchise Mode. All right, bye everybody.